Welcome back. So as you can see, I bought an off-road go-kart. Now, I'll start by, let's go over the plans for this thing. So you might have caught the Mudgy videos that we do, and we do up a car, we take it to a friend's farm, and we absolutely have the best fun with it, but we destroy the car. And after doing that a few times, I kind of want to try something different this time. I wanted to, instead of getting cars because they break too easily because they're too heavy, and then when you break them you have to get specific parts, what I wanted to do is I wanted to buy an off-road go-kart, as you can see, and I wanted to make it into an adult size go-kart. So as you can see, this is a two-seater kids go-kart, and what I want to do is I want to modify it so that it can hold one adult or two kids with an adjustable seat. And also the reason why I bought this kart was because I want to learn how to make suspension. I want to learn what's behind suspension. I just want to learn everything there is to learn about how to make suspension from scratch. So that's the next thing I want to learn, because I've done the fabricating thing, I've done welding diffs and all that. Now I want to do how can I make a suspension from scratch and make it work. And the other thing is, I'll probably end up remaking this whole car because there is a bit of rust everywhere. I'm not sure how deep that rust is, but I will probably end up, because the tube might be too thin, I'll probably end up remaking the whole tube frame and just using this as a guide. But also, I'm not just going to put this aside and make one from scratch. I'll probably just replace tube by tube, see how we go. I was thinking of using 1-inch tube with a 2.6 wall thickness. Let me guys know if that's strong enough. I'm pretty sure it would be. I think that's a bit overkill actually. But yeah, so today I wanted to take it apart, cut it in half, and then see how much longer we need to make it for an adult. Because I'm thinking I want to make it a little bit longer than me because I've got a friend who's taller. So, alright. Okay, so there you have it. I think we have it at the desired length, because as you can see, there's a bit of space back here for a seat. I've got about a foot of space to the front of the car from the bottom of my feet. As you can see, my knees are slightly bent, and I think that'll give us enough wiggle room, flexibility to kind of adjust things in the future. Now, as far as the suspension goes, it'll all be made brand new from scratch. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the whole kart basically from scratch using this as a template, because obviously we need to remake this steering hoop so it obviously comes out closer. The suspension I want to make 3 to 4 times bigger. The wheel on each side I want to get 1 foot. I want to make the kart 1 foot wider as far as track width. And yeah, I want to upgrade from this size to 1-inch tube, 1-inch and a 2.6 wall thickness, 2.6 millimeter wall thickness. Let's move over back over here to the rear. It's got a solid axle and this swivel, this hinge system. I want to get rid of that, make it all one piece, and put independent rear suspension, as you can see on the back, which means we'll have to get hubs, a differential, axles, and all that good stuff. So that'll be hard for me. I've never done this before. Yeah, so the main reason for doing this is, as you might have seen by our previous couple videos when we were at Harry's family's farm, the cars were amazing up there. There was heaps of fun, but we would drive the cars for an hour and then we'd be fixing them for 2 hours. And I think I want to try this because I think if we make this correctly, we may not have to fix it at all for the whole weekend. And also when it comes, whatever can break on the go-kart, I mean, we could have spares. Whereas with the car, you never know what's going to break, and you're not going to take a second car up there as a spare. So the main reason for this is I want to see if we can make one of these. I want to see how much punishment it takes. I want to see if it'll be more fun to use than a car, because the car's very heavy. There's a lot of rocks on the track, and we can't really go anywhere except for that one track. So maybe with these, if we make it in a way, I can just imagine using the whole like farm, or even just taking this with a ute and going somewhere and just whipping it out and having fun with it. Yeah, and there's been a lot of YouTubers who have kind of inspired the idea. When I kind of decided, look, no more cars because it takes too much effort to fix them, I thought instantly off-road go-kart.